Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the trading recap. I believe this is episode number 8. So, let's get into it. Episode number 8. Let's make sure what's going here. Let's see. Yes, that was episode number 7, still going. And this is episode number 8. So let's get straight into it. For episode number 7, we talked about starting the passing the evaluation of. Let's go to trading view and see where we are at. Ooh, it is ripe now for us to get in. Anyways, as I was saying, for episode number 8, we talked about passing the level 1 of our what? Oh my god, I'm having a brain freeze. Passing the evaluation of our Alpha Capital swing account. So we did pass the evaluation phase. We went on to let's go Alpha Capital. There we are. Let me sign in. So we did talk about passing the Alpha swing evaluation with a 10K profit margin. We made a 12K in there. And then as the step 2 verification with a 5% profit margin, we made 5%. And so we just passed the 100K Alpha swing account. And also we also talked about taking the Alpha 1 200K account, which is a one-step 200K account with a profit margin of 20%, and we just passed that too, as you can see. So if we go into the verification, first of all, for a swing 100K account, so there it is, everything is passed, and we did that in 3 trading days, which is the minimum required. Well, yeah, which is a minimum required. So that was good. If we go back to the Alpha 1 200K challenge account, which was 20%, needed to pass the challenge, which is 10%, which is 20K, and minimum was trading days was 1, and I think we did that too in 2 trading days, but we opened the trade on Monday, and then we closed it today, Tuesday. So today is the 3rd. We closed it today, Tuesday. So we took 2 days and passed the account. And you can see we took 3 trades to have to hit the passing to make the profit target. I'm sorry, I cannot get my words straight. So in 3 trades, we passed the account. And you can see that we're very efficient with these challenges. We're very, very efficient. And what I'm doing is, which I've learned now from almost 2 years of prop trading and failing, not to mess that up, is I usually try to build the account slowly to take it to passing. by using the 0.2 lots, 0.3 lots, and doing it gradually. But for my recent accounts, I just go 0.5, which I think is reasonable, and also I'm letting my trades run for long. I'm letting these trades run for a longer period of time. So we use 1.5 lots, and I was using this lot size based on the wiggle room that I had to trade with, which in this case was a daily loss of what is this, 8k. I think it's 8,000, and then 12,000 for max loss. So if I have 8,000 for my daily loss, then I can risk 4,000. And so if you see with these trades and their open times, I think this was the very first one at 8:41. We opened it. Is this the open or the close time? And it looks like they were all open at the same. They all were closed. This is when the trades were closed, not when they were open. Oh yeah, this is the open time up top. So the first one was open at 1:20, and then I waited for the profits to accumulate so I can have more leverage for the day, and then I opened the next one at 6:05. So that was how I was treating these trades. But these are for the two. The third one is on. The third trade is on. Let's go to Monday. Let's go back. Let's go to this on Monday. We can see that's when. This is Monday. Where was it? Oh, here on Monday. This is the Monday. This is the first position that I opened. 22. What is that? 10 p.m. I think this was at 10 p.m. Yep, on a Sunday. When I opened this trade, and then I waited on Monday when there was some capital in there when it was in profits. Then I opened the next one at 1:20, and then I waited. It went more profit, so I had more maximum increased daily loss. And then I opened the third one. So I was building, almost stacking on the trades when they were in profits, and that made me to reach the profit targets very, very quickly. So from this now, I'm using from our Alpha Capital dashboard, we can say we're funded 2 accounts, one swing account for 100k and an Alpha one for 200k, which right now, if we go to my email, you can see what they're gonna be telling me on my email. There we go. So that's my email. I meant my online payment. This is Alpha Capital. There we go. And it's saying, "Dear Nazaros, congratulations, you have successfully met the objective for the swing verification. Our dedicated team is even ensure that our trade parameter so to protect onboarding. Please complete the KYC here for a payout. Do that. But I've already done this with the 200k one phase account, which I think the email is somewhere. This is Alpha Capital. This is Alpha Capital. There's it. Yep. This was for the Alpha 1 evaluation 200k. So I've done this already. So in this case now, I'm just waiting for, if we go to payout and achievements, I think it's here. Oh yeah, there we go. These are the 3 certificates that I've gotten. This was on January the 26th for phase 1 of the swing account. January 29, I'm sorry. And then February 3rd, this was a phase 2 of the oh no, this was a phase 1 of the swing account. This was phase 2 of this was phase 1 of the, these people did not differentiate their things, but this is February 3rd is a phase 1 of the 200k account. It's right up here, by the way. Swing phase 1, we passed it, we got a certificate. Alpha 1 200k, we passed to get a certificate. And here is our swing plan 100k certificate of achievement that we just got it. So I think I need to save this one too. Oh no, that's framing. I think I need to save, so download. And there's it downloaded, yep. And I'm just gonna copy that and put it in my documents under trading. And this is Alpha Capital. And those are the previous two, so are you there? And if I can rename you, this is going to be swing verification. Let's keep it like that. So those are the 3 accounts that we got. FTMO, we did have the past FTMO challenge, which we blew, unfortunately. And then we passed the verification also, which again we blew the account, as we've seen in previous episodes. So so here, that's where we are at. And what we're waiting on right now is where, if I go to my profile, what we're waiting on right now is, let's see, it's our verification. It's currently under review. So and I think we only need one KYC for all your accounts. So we've submitted the KYC for the 200k account, and it's under review. I think we did this yesterday, so it's under review. And when that gets done, then I think both accounts can get funded. So with you now, we're just waiting. We're just waiting. Okay. That being said, also, we, after passing both accounts on Alpha Capital, if you go back to our trading mission statement, so now we've passed 3 accounts, the FXFI 2-step, which we already passed since last year. We have the Alpha Capital swing 2-step 100k, we've passed that too, we've got a certificate. The Alpha Capital 1-step 200k, we've passed that too, we've got the certificate. And what I've done is I just went straight ahead into the next challenge, which is the FXFI 1-step 200k, which we're currently trading right now. So that's where we are at the moment. Let's see this on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, we're waiting for a candle close. Once we get a candle close, I have a timer set right here. Once we get a candle close above this horizontal line, then we'll get into the positions. So yeah, and for our FXFI 2-step that we funded, our funded FXFI account, our equity currently right now is at 104,000, 105,000 basically. So we're waiting for a signal to get into the trade. Waiting for a signal to get into the trade, because we can see, as you can see, we've been, let me take this off, we've been on a consolidation throughout this zone. It hasn't broken below the zone, it hasn't broken above this zone. So we're just waiting with this horizontal line and trigger to say once you close above this zone, it means we're out of the consolidation. Then we can take a long position and maybe ride it all the way to the top. So that's what we're doing. So we're waiting right now. What else have I not touched on? Oh yes, as I was saying, we also have our Effexify one step 200k account with a 10% profit margin. And as we can see, if I go to a 50-minute time frame, we took a trade here. I had this horizontal line. I had it here first off. I had it here, right there. Because I was seeing this consolidation, then almost a false breakout, and then came back and tested. So I had it here to say if it closes above, then we're going to get into the position. This candle closed above, and so we took a long position, and we had our stop loss right here, and that was just before the market closed at 4 p.m. So the market closed and opened. We went to this candle as 3:30. And I think this is 3:45. And when it closed at 4 p.m., we were in some drawdown because we got in exactly at the horizontal line. We were on drawdown, and market open. Today we had some volatility, which sort of swept us below our stop loss. And so we got, we lost, I think it was $800, if I'm not mistaken. We lost $800 on that trade. So if we go to field and go to the bottom, yep, we lost $850 on that trade. So in our last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 trades. In our last 10 trades, we've been profitable. We've passed. We've made profits in 8 and lost 2. So I think that's pretty good. So we got kicked out when markets opened due to the high volatility. And right now, just to be absolutely sure that we're continuing this uptrend, we're waiting for this to be broken. So in this case, this tried to go to break it, but then it closed below. So we're just waiting for close above, and then we're into the trade. This is for our funded account. I took this trade on this funded account, and I also took it on the 200k account, and we lost on both sides. See, we lost on both sides. Lost on both sides. So now we're waiting just to see how it's gonna be. So, and it's looking to be pushing up. So yeah, that's where we are right now. The market is pushing. So it's a waiting game. It is a waiting game, and we have all the time in the world to wait. No rush. No rush. And if we want to see what we're risking, that's $900. Okay, that's 1,000. Okay, that's 1,000. It is a waiting game, and so we wait. Yep, and that's going very, very bullish. So we're waiting for the candle close, and hopefully, lucky for us, the 50-minute candle and 1 hour candle close in they both close in what 10 minutes. So after this strong bearish move, we're gonna get into the trade and swing it to the top and just take partials and swing it to the top. So in this episode, we may get to see me take a live trade. Okay. The waiting game continues. And we have our trigger. While we're waiting, and we should be passing time and be dropping out some reminders as not reminders or or gems or advices. Is to I forgot the reminders that I want to be dropping. I only trade a single instrument. Advice number 1: if you're a beginner trader and you're not yet sure, or you've been trying and failing, and you look at your watch list and you have multiple. If your watch list looks something like this, where you have everything on God's green earth, this is it can work, but it is, I find it disorienting, where I'm doing analysis on multiple charts, multiple pairs. I'm checking out the the margin on multiple pairs. They're all different. You don't know which one's which, blah 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 blah. So this was me for the past 2 years, looking at all the multiple pairs, major pairs, trying to trade multiple pairs at the same time. And beginning of this year, when I made my trading plan, I told myself I'm going to trade only one currency pair. And I found gold to be, most suitable with me. Some people may say gold is too volatile, don't go there, you're going to waste your money. To each your own. Find what works for you. If you think, USD, Euro USD is what works for you, I'll advise you to trade only Euro USD. That way you get to master its chart. You know when it's moving good, when it's not moving good. You know where the chart is at the particular time. You know how the currency is doing at any given moment. You know if it's in drawdown or it's not in drawdown. All those things you get to know. If you're trading, which is a good currency pair, give me a good currency pair now. Swiss JPY. You know what you're doing. Every day you're focused on one single chart. That way you can know how it's doing, how it did last week, how you think it's gonna do this week. Pick a single pair and focus only on that pair. And what that does to you is it makes it sort of restricts you to not go above or not go below. If you're trading a prop firm in this case, it gives you enough wiggle room in a sense that if your daily loss is 5,000 or 3,000 or 1,000, or depending on the account that you're trading, if you're trade just a single pair, you can, focus all your daily loss or daily drawdown on a single pair. So if for me it's gold, so I know if I take a single trade on gold, I only have a gold trade going, and so my risk management is based only on gold. I do not have gold going, or I do not have gold and silver going, which in that case it can stretch my daily limit that I have. So I focus just on a single pair, and it means it gives me a higher in-depth understanding of what the pair is doing. So I just stay focused on gold and then trade it till the end. And so yeah. So advice number 1, focus on a single currency pair. If it's Euro USD, it's JPY USD, if it's USD JPY, or focus on a single currency pair, and use a single strategy. One currency pair, one strategy. And me, I use supply and demand to get into trades. Other times I already know that this is in an uptrend, and what I'm looking for are areas where I can get into the trade to trade with the trend. In this case, we were in a downtrend, and in the previous 2 episodes, I think it was episode 5, when I broke down how I started taking buys from this point, because I've marked my zones, and when it tapped my zone, I knew that okay, it's not gonna, so I started taking my entries from here and stacking and then closing to build up my account. And beginning of the year, our account balance for this funded account was $90,067. The maximum loss limit was $90K, because the 100K account maximum loss limit was 10%, which was 10K. And so if you go below 90K, you breach the account. So beginning of this year, our account balance was at $90,067.70 if I'm not mistaken. And so if we go to, I think I have my trade, there we go, my trading journal, TradeZella. So you can see how we were in profits, 4,600, and then we went on a constant losing streak. This was from November. Constant losing streak. We brushed it off until it was at this point. When was this? If I go to January, can I pick a date range? January 1st to the 18th. From the 1st to the 18th. Constant loss. Oh, there it is. So I think it was at, this was 90,128, but it went lower. We went lower. I think we went to about, in fact, it's in the dashboard. Oh, and there we go. We just got a notification that it's closed above that trend, and now we're gonna look to take a position. We're gonna take a position with a 0.3 lot size, and we're in. There we go. And we'll put our stop just below that low. And we confirm that. And now we can go to account number 2, which is our 200K account, and get in here with a 0.5 lot size. Can we do 0.5, or we can do 1 lot size? Let's do 0.5 lot size. And we have our stop loss there. Confirm. So I have it here because, we're only permitted to lose 6%. Is this 3%? Our daily loss limit on this account is 3%, which is 6,000 of 200K, and we've lost 3 grand already. So what we're working with is we have 3 grand left, maybe $2,900 left to work with for today. So having 2.2K stop loss is good, and we're putting it just underneath the low of this previous candle. Okay, and now we're just gonna let this roll along as we keep tabs on them. I like to keep tabs on the funded account. I like to keep tabs on the funded account. Now, another thing I want to show you guys is I have been trading FXify for a long time. So you can see the number of accounts that I have for FXify. You can count them. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 FXify accounts. One is funded. So I'm currently trading one right now. So that is 13 failed challenges. 13 failed challenges out of 15. So I have had my fair share of losses when it comes to prop trading. My fair share. But I'm true to this. I'm not new to this. And I think this year is gonna be my breakthrough year with funded accounts, which is why I'm trying as much as possible to do my trading recaps every day, document all the steps that I'm taking, also capture my mistakes when I take a bad trade. I cannot skip just because I don't want to show the trades. I show all my trades. I show everything. There's no hiding nothing. I am not, here to what? I'm not here to do fake trading or, give terrible advices. All my documentation are outside, as you guys can see. And I have my logins to all the accounts that I'm trading with my same name everywhere. So if we go to our FXify, where we currently have 2 accounts, one funded, and this was step 1 of my 100K account when we passed did we pass this one? I think we did pass it. Profit target was 5K and we passed it. Yes, that was step 1 of my funded account. So these are the 2 accounts that were trading our 2-step funded. There it is, which we've built up back. And this one that we just started, our 1-step 200K with a 90% profit split, which we already took the first loss for 3K. But if we go to our funded account, I think my screen just went blank on me. On our funded account, we are at equity is 5K right now, even, and we did lose $800 on the trade I showed you guys. On this trade, we lose $800, and so it's taking our daily loss is 4% on the previous day. So if we go below 101, 600, then we've breached this account. So we were 104 and 99. So we've got some good things going on there. And this account has a consistency rule where no single profit on its trading must exceed 25% of total profits. So that's where we are at with our funded account. And I'm sure once our highest daily profit now is at 7.8K, which if we do the calculations for us to be able to do a withdrawal, we have 7877 point, let's just do 7877.6. Let's round up to 7878 divided by 0.25, which is 25%. So for us to be able to withdraw, to make a withdrawal, we need to have at least 31.6K in this account to make a withdrawal. So that way this 7 grand wouldn't be more than 25% of our total profits. And the good thing with this account is the profit split is 100%. So if we make 31.6K or 32K, we can withdraw all the money out, But it's always advisable that if we make 32K on this account, it's always advisable for us to have a buffer in there. A buffer in the sense that we can withdraw 20K and keep 10K as our trading buffer. So that way if we take drawdown for the first couple trades where we're still good, we're not going to go into breaching level. That's the good thing in this one. And as we can see, this trade is going absolutely wild. Absolutely. We came out of the zone right here. So this is live trading. As soon as we came out of this zone and closed above, which I keep saying, we always wait for the close above to let us know that, okay, it's time to get into the trade. Close above, we got a notification, we took the trade, and now it's flying. So at this point in time, I can, wait first of all before reducing, before doing anything. But also I can now take another position of 0.3. I can now take another position and just let both of them, keep stacking. And then what I'm gonna do now is to close partials. So maybe today is Tuesday, maybe Thursday I close the first partial of 0.1. Friday for the weekend close another partial of 0.1 based on how well it's doing, and keep going. So there's our next trade of 0.3, and we need to set a stop loss from our previous dealings. So we can put a stop underneath this candle right here, and that's a huge stop loss, but it got to be done. So right now we're risking 1,000, that's 2,000. Right now we're risking 3,000. We're risking 3,000 right now. Which is not bad. And if we check on our next account, we're up 1,400. So what I'm gonna do with this is I'm not gonna stack right now because we've already blown 3% off daily loss limit. I'm gonna wait for the equity to get back to 200k. When it gets to 200k, so that will be when we're up 3,500. Then I can stack, take another 0.5 position, and then reduce my stop loss. So that is the trade management that I'm using. I don't want to expose myself into too much risk in a single day, but I can do it on my funded account because I know I have enough buffer to do that. But with this, I want to stack, but stack wisely. So when this is up 3k, then I can work where do we find 3k is probably, so yeah, so probably at this point when we're up 4k, and so that means we've closed back the 3k loss and now we're 1k up, then I can set these to break even and then open the next position when I see a good entry is what I'm planning to do with this. So in that case, I can just drag you to here and say, let me know when we close above this point so that I can reduce my risk and then stack up. So when we get to this point, I can bring this to break even and then open another position and risk 2k again, and then keep building and building and building and building and building. So that is the risk management that I am using on this account. So yes, that being said, let's go back to our funded, and yeah, there we go. So now 106k looks pretty healthy. If I refresh this, this loss that we took should be out of the way. Let me refresh. Yep, and the loss is gone, and our performance is gone down to, now it's at 500%. So, and our payout has increased to 6 grand because that's our coin equity. And yeah, so everything is going well as it should be. What I am thinking of doing next, as I'm talking you guys through my strategy or my trading practice, is this is $3,000 in drawdown. So we can keep it for now, but once we get to this point too on our funded account, we can put these drawdowns together. So let's say if we take it there, that'll be 1,700. 1,700 plus 800. 1,700 plus 800, that'll be 2,500. So we can risk 2.5k. And as it's going, we take them to break even, and all whatnot and all what sort. And I'm also thinking, if we go above this level right here, we might have to add a third account, a third position on our funded account. And if we go to our 4-hour time frame, you see, if we can, there's a potential level of, maybe a support on resistance. So we have to watch out at this level, see how the price behaves at this level, because we might come and retest a couple times before breaking or not. And in that case, we're just going to watch, but reduce our risk first and then see how it behaves. If it goes above, the levels, it closes above, then we can take the next position and then watch out for our next level of point of interest. So I have my point of interest marked out. I have what the chart is doing at any time marked out, so I know what to do or how to react based on where the chart is, based on where the market is. And so yeah, there we are. And I think, what's the time? It's 46 minutes. So yep, we are doing relatively good. Relatively good. So I'll see you guys on the next episode. This one is taking 10 minutes above, but we went in depth on what we're doing and how we're doing what we're doing, and some little 1 or 2 tips. So yes, that being said, I will see you guys very soon. Let me rotate this back. So yeah. Oh, I need a clean shave. See you guys very soon. Take care of yourselves. Peace out.